weather. So, for the third consecutive day, we are under a threat for severe thunderstorms. For the third consecutive day, we are under a threat for severe thunderstorms. So, I have a slight risk for severe weather, and I also have a flood watch that is in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 8 p.m. Monday. So, hey Southwestern Virginia, how you doing? So, yeah. Alright, so you can see I'm in a slight risk for today. Doing good, that's good. Eamon Shine, how you doing? So you can see I'm right in there. I'm right within that slight risk. You go 6 look yesterday, that's cool. Doing great, that's good. Glad to hear it. So yeah, you can see I'm in that slight risk area. You're in a slight risk as well. Stay safe, Boxer, King the God 473. So yeah, that slight risk. I mean, this is the third slight risk in a row for me. This is the third. This is the third day in a row I'm in a slight risk. And the last couple of nights I had nasty thunderstorms strike the area. You're in a margin risk today? Okay. Well, stay safe as well, because you never know what margin we can pull off sometimes. Yeah, you never know what margin we can pull off, but especially slights. You never know what slights can pull off either. So, no tornado threat for today. I'm in a 15% wind threat for today and a 5% hail risk. So, I got hit each of the last 2 nights. I mean, Friday, we had a nasty thunderstorm Friday night. We had a nasty thunderstorm Friday night in my area, and then, and same thing for last night, a nasty thunderstorm hit, and on Friday night I had a wind gust of 56 miles per hour, and last night I had a wind gust, I had a wind gust of 52 miles per hour, so, the last 2 nights were really bad. So, hey Gloucester County, how you doing? You're in a margin risk? Yeah. I'm in a slight again. For the third consecutive day, I'm in a slight risk. You think there can be poorly organized lines? Some of the models are putting a signal. Okay. Like you got hit by nickel size hail. Oh wow. You're under a flood watch. Also doing good. That's good. Yeah, I'm in a flood watch too. I'm in a flood watch too, and I have a heat advisory. I have a heat advisory as well. So today's not gonna be quite as hot, but it's still gonna be, So, yeah, there is a flood watch too. You can see the flood watch take effect this afternoon at 2 p.m. going through Monday evening. So, yeah, there can be some nasty storms that strike the area today and tonight and tomorrow too. Some heavy showers and thunderstorms are expected. So, yeah, yeah. And additionally, I'm in a heat advisory. There's a heat advisory for the vast majority of the PHI forecast area. There's a heat advisory as well. Hopefully you can catch alerts today. That's okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm retired from EAS alerts. As y'all know, I'm retired from EAS alerts. But yeah, see, there's a heat advisory in effect for a vast majority of the PHI coverage area. The only exception being Sussex, New Jersey, and Carbon Monroe in Pennsylvania. I did not think they were going to put the heat advisories that far north, I can tell you that. I'm going to be honest, I did not think that they would put the heat advisories further north. As far north as they did. I mean, I knew they would issue a heat advisory for somewhere. I didn't expect it to go that far north. As far north as it did. As they have it, so probably a little overdone, but I'm not. But they're the experts, so. But but you can see the flash flooding threat level, and I'm in a moderate risk. There's a moderate risk for flash flooding in my area. Are you getting ready your radio? I'm not going. No, I'm keeping my radios. I am keeping my radios. I'm keeping my radios. Cause they'll still be good use. They'll still be put to good use. I'm just gonna use them for my own personal needs, not record alerts, but for my own personal needs. Okay, good. Yeah, I would never get rid of my radios because they're valuable to me. They are very, very valuable, and they save lives. You know the moderate risk of flash flooding. My area is right in. I'm right in the moderate risk area. My area is right in the moderate risk area for flash flooding. I'm right about here. I'm in that moderate risk for flash flooding. So that's the highest flash flood. So I'm in the area of the highest flash flood area. So are you? Okay. Yeah, I'm in the moderate risk. I mean, the rest of the region has a slight risk for flash flooding. So it says flash flooding is possible, with heavy downpours and numerous thunderstorms may result in flash flooding, especially urban areas. So, yeah. And the timing is this afternoon through tonight. So the flood watch goes into effect at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So, yeah, thunderstorms will be capable of producing rainfall rates greater than 2 inches an hour, which could result in flash flooding. You're in the margin risk of flash flooding? Okay. Yeah. I'm in the moderate, so... Yeah. I'm getting concerned about it, but, you know, we need the rain at the same time, so I'm not gonna harp all over it, but we do need the rain. So... Yeah. And another threat is for severe storms today. I'm right in the slight risk for severe storms today. I am right in the slight risk for severe storms for today and tonight. So I might go under a severe thunderstorm watch for the third consecutive day if this works out. And to tell you the truth, I would not be surprised if they upgrade to an enhanced risk. I can tell you that. I have a feeling they might upgrade to an enhanced. I mean, they might upgrade to an enhanced, but you never know. But right now, it's pretty cloudy for me, so we'll see. So cloud cover will be predicated on the severe weather potential. But either way, either way, we're still in for active weather. So. Yeah, damaging winds and heavy rainfall leading to flash flooding are the main threats. So, yeah. So, we just have to, you know, get ready. I mean, but at least the heat's not going to be as bad as it was the last several days. I mean, my area hit 100 degrees or higher for 4 consecutive days. So, my area hit 101 on Wednesday, 106 on Thursday, 104 on Friday, and 102 yesterday. So, or 101, I'm not sure, but, you know, 101 yesterday. So, 4 days in a row, 4 consecutive days of 100 plus degree temperatures. So, and from my understanding, we're still under a heat advisory through this evening. So, it says the hazard heat will continue. And while it's not going to be as hot today, heat index values will still reach 100 to 105 in many places. Persistent hot and humid conditions for multiple consecutive days increases the risk for heat-related illnesses, especially for the elderly and the young. And those with medical conditions, like me. I have a medical condition called asthma, so, yeah. And it says, any ongoing or resultant power outages from damaging wind gusts due to severe thunderstorms may cause additional vulnerability to heat illnesses. So a heat advisory is now in effect for much of the forecast area except for the far north through this afternoon. So, yeah. But tomorrow, we'll be stuck in the 70s. We'll be stuck in the 70s tomorrow for highs. So, at least you're cooling down. At least you're cooling down, y'all. At least the weather's cooling down. So, yeah, we do have that risk for... I mean, I don't know that we're going to reach the heat index levels, but you never know. I mean, we'll see what happens, but heat index values could reach 100 degrees again. You know, it's been it's been very hot lately. It's been very hot, but you know, So we gotta, keep an eye to the sky for severe weather. So, yeah, so right now we are under a flood watch and a heat advisory, and an air quality alert. Hi Saratoga, how you doing? How you doing, Saratoga? So yeah, it's been hot as hell these past several days. It's been hot as hell. You know, there's really no other way to describe the heat other than hot as hell. So, 1:30 last night, Albany issued a flood watch. Okay. Yeah, I'm under a flood watch too. My area is also in a flood watch, so we gotta get ready. Hey, Braco, how you doing? You're under a flood watch. You're in a marginal. You're under a marginal today. Oh, what? My area. I'm under a slight. I'm under a slight for today. Yeah, my area has a slight risk for severe weather today. So, my area has a flood watch too. I have a flood watch for today and tomorrow. I'm under a flood watch from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm under that flood watch. So, you know. Yeah, so hey South Carolina, how you doing? Yeah, tonight looks to be another room for more rough weather. They're replacing the internet? What do you mean? What do you mean they're replacing the internet? I know what you mean by I know what you mean by replacing the internet. So, yeah. In any event, yeah, we are under a flood watch. So, if you look on the 8th, there's a heat advisory, flood watch, and an air quality alert. So, but it's mostly cloudy right now, so, who knows if we'll reach if we'll get to, those heat indices that they're saying we're going to get today. I mean, we'll see what happens today, but, your internet shut off. Oh, no. So, yeah. You can't power it on no more? Okay. So, yeah, tonight, strong thunderstorms tonight. So, yeah. And more thunderstorms tomorrow. But look at the temperature for tomorrow. Look at the temperature for tomorrow. That's a godsend right there. 70s tomorrow and Tuesday for highs. Not lows, highs. I mean, the heat's gonna come back late in the late week, and it might get close to 90 degrees for Thursday and or Friday, but not to the level of what we just had. Not to the level of what we just had. Because, the past several days have been brutal. It's been very brutal. I mean, on Monday, last Monday hit 90, Tuesday hit 92, Wednesday I hit 101, Thursday I hit 106, Friday I hit 104, and yesterday I hit 101. So, hey Braven, hey Chicopee, how you guys doing? So yeah. And so there's a risk for severe storms on the Mid-Atlantic beaches today. I mean, most of the coast and there's a moderate risk of rip currents on the Florida beaches today. So, yeah. So, yeah, doing good, that's good. So, yeah, I'm in a slight risk for severe weather today, and I have a moderate risk of flash flooding today. So, we're in for more rough weather. We have more rough weather coming. I'm not gonna lie, there's more rough weather on the way. Yeah, we have more rough weather coming. I have a flood watch. I have an air quality alert. I have a heat advisory still. You have DirecTV? Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah, the past 2 nights have been the past 2 nights have been really, really rough weather for me. The past 2 nights. So, yeah. During which high school and flash flood did you get? I caught flash flood emergencies before. I remember on September 1st, 2021. On September 1st, 2021, I caught a couple flash flood emergencies. On September 1st, 2021, during Hurricane Ida, I caught flash flood emergencies. That that was a crazy day. September 1st, 2021. That flash flood emergency it was in my county. You're gonna move to your house soon? Oh, okay. So, yeah. And I do remember I caught a tornado emergency that same day. On September 1st, 2021, I caught a tornado emergency. That was for part of my county. On September 1st, 2021, as the remnants of Hurricane Ida, you know. Did you still record the flash flood emergency in 2021? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I recorded the flash. I caught the flash flood emergencies. Yeah, I caught them. Yeah, and I caught the tornado emergency too, on September 1st, 2021. And I'm not kidding. There's actually a tornado emergency in my county on September 1st, 2021. It's been rough for you because of intense heat, rain, and thunderstorms. You even lost power once that last year on July 4th. Oh, wow. T-Mobile Wi-Fi? Okay. Was you uploaded on YouTube to your channel? Yes. Yep, it's on YouTube. It's on my channel. But back then, I was doing individual clips. So, yeah, I was doing individual clips. So, I did not upload compilations until last year. I did not start uploading compilations until last year. So, yeah. How do you find the video? Just type in. Hold on. All right, hold on. If you want, I can give you the link. If you want, I can give you the link to. Right, but you know, hold on. Let me. Just type in EAS tornado emergency 9/1/21. That's one way. Tokyo was over 90 degrees that night and you lost power and sucked. Sorry to hear that. You was drenched in sweat. That must have been brutal. My power flickered multiple times each of the last 2 nights from the thunderstorm. So, yeah. Hold on. Hold on. All right. What I'm gonna tell you, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna tell you to do is type in. What I'm gonna tell you is, you know, type in tornado emergency 9/1/21 manually, and then you know, and then look for my channel name. Look for my channel name below it. So check my channel name. Check my channel name below it to see if it's from me. All right. And also type in flash flood emergency 9/1/21 and look and also type in remnants of Hurricane Ida. Okay? So yeah. Okay, 9/1/21, correct? Yep. And also type in remnants of Hurricane Ida. But you might also have to go back, search through my channel until you get there, because I uploaded a lot of videos. I mean, sorry for the complications, but I just did not think, I did not think to make, compilations until last year. I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. So yeah, so yeah. So yeah, hold on. So yeah. Oh, come on, computer. Alright, hold on. Oh, come on, computer. Load. We're not doing this today, computer. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Alright, so... Alright, anyway. So we just gotta, And so right now, you can see right now, it's very cloudy for me. It's mostly cloudy for me outside, so... If we don't get the sun soon, it's gonna... Oh, thanks, Chickapee, I appreciate that. But anyway, I can show you the sky. It's mostly cloudy for me. So if we don't get the sun soon, it's gonna be difficult to get the storms to reach their potential. But not impossible. So yeah. But yeah, we are under a flood watch, a heat advisory and air quality alert, as well as a moderate risk for flash flooding and a slight risk for severe weather. So you gotta keep an eye on things. So yeah. And so there's a lot of wind damage reports over the past couple of days in my region from the storms. So yeah, there are some power outages still. Yeah, it's cloudy to 81 degrees. Or if you want the clouds right now, because that would make it more cooler outside, and you really like that. Yeah. So yeah. And there are some power outages. There are some power outages in my county from the storms last night. Yeah, it was really nasty. The past couple of nights. The past couple of nights, it's been very wild. It's gonna be raining all week too. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, there is a threat for severe weather today, and there is a storm popping up in Maryland and southwest Pennsylvania, and there is also a likely threat for damaging wind gusts today. So, yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can, yeah, so yeah. It's 1 o'clock. This is, move through the day and into tonight. We're gonna get the storms to form, and yeah, and probably gonna affect my area during the evening hours and overnight. So yeah, there's a threat for severe weather both today and tonight. So, but the main risk is flash flooding, and I'm under a flood watch from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 8 p.m. Monday. So, and yeah, you can see where the flood watches are in effect. And I'm right in the flood watch area. And, yeah, so many areas under, and the heat tomorrow is threat for severe weather. There's a marginal risk tomorrow in the areas that being represented and that further in the area that's being represented. So since the flash flood threat is high with 32 million people under flood watches, my area included. And yeah, says there, and you can see Park Long Island could see 3 to as much as 5 inches of rainfall. The yellow areas are the 3 to 5. Dark green is 2 to 3. Yeah, so yeah. And today, round 16 of, I think the soccer matches, yeah. So, potential storms could disrupt the New York World Cup match. So, yeah. So it should go on without a hitch, in the outdoor stadium in New York, New Jersey. But I think after 6 is when it starts getting worse. But the fan comfort, iffy at 2 and 4 p.m., then solid at 6 p.m. So, yeah. So they're timing the rainfall. Other than a few scattered showers, I think the bulk of it in that area holds off until later this evening into the overnight. And we're going to go through the day here on Monday. And we need the rain too, so I'm not going to complain about it. We do need the rain. So, meanwhile, they're looking at Philadelphia. Philadelphia's running areas around and Reading, Wilmington, Wilkes-Barre, Glassboro, yeah, Trenton, Abington, etc. Yeah, this is going to start late afternoon or evening and then go through the daylight hours on Monday. So, you can see Pittsburgh, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of areas are going to be under a threat for flooding and severe weather. And I stress the flooding more because I think that's the highest threat, is flooding. So, yeah. They're looking at Washington, D.C., by the way. 89 degrees in D.C. The sun's out there, but the sun is not completely out here. From the video and did come in the video. Okay. Sounds good, Raven. Yeah. So, yeah, and look, it's 81 in Ocean City, Maryland. So, yeah. You're here right. We need the rain court right now, especially in the extreme heat we had. Yeah. Well, not just that, because my area is in a drought. I'm still in a drought right now, so I'm still in a drought. Hold on. So yeah. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Alright, so a quick severe weather update video. I'll be back in a few minutes, y'all. I'm just gonna do a quick severe weather outlook update video. So y'all behave yourselves, and I'm gonna do my update video. So just talk amongst yourselves, be respectful, and be on the lookout. And for my mods, be on the lookout for rule breakers. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh, come on. There we go. Hello, everyone. Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here, with an update to the Day 1 severe weather outlook. Everything has remained the same for a large part. Everything has remained the same for a large part. So, these three slight risk areas for today remain the same, and so do the marginal risk areas for today. So, yeah. So, cities in today's slides include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Lubbock, Texas, and Arlington, Virginia. Alright? So, yeah. Oops, I messed that up. Hold on. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here, with an update to the Day 1 severe weather outlook. Everything's remained the same for a large part, pretty much everything's remained the same for a large part. But there have been some minor changes, but nothing major, but I still have to address minor changes. But first off, the three slight risk areas and the two marginal risk areas all remain the same. Okay? So, yeah. So nothing's changed with the risk areas. So, cities in today's slides include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Lubbock, Texas, and Arlington, Virginia. And cities in today's marginals include New York, Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Worth, Texas, and Charlotte, North Carolina. So, there is no change with the tornado threat. So, yeah, no change with the tornado threat because there is none. So, yeah. So, there we go. So, the 30% wind risk area remains the same. So no need to go over that. And so is the 15% wind risk here that I zeroed in on. And the 50% wind risk here remains the same. And so do the 5% wind risk areas. They remain the same too. So cities in the 30% wind risk areas include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arlington, Virginia, and Alexandria, Virginia. The 15% areas include Lubbock, Texas, Toms River, New Jersey, Abilene, Texas, Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Edison, New Jersey. And the 5% includes New York, Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Worth, Texas, and Charlotte, North Carolina. No change with the wind risk, and there's some minor changes with the hail risk. Though there are some minor changes with the hail risk. All right. minor, but still worth noting. So there's 50% hail risk up here remains the same, and so there's the 5% hail risk up here. But one of the main changes that is that earlier Storm Prediction Center had a black dashed area, which signifies the highest potential for 2-inch hail or larger. Alright? They have since got rid of the black dashed area, so they got rid of the black dashed area, so yeah. And for a large part, this 5% hail risk here remains the same for a large part, but another main change was to add a second 50% hail risk in parts of Texas. Okay? So that was one of the main changes. So there are two main changes with the hail risk. For one thing, they got rid of the blacklist area, which again means highest potential for 2-inch hail or larger. And another, but they have since gotten rid of the black dashed. And another main change was to add a second 50% hail risk. Okay? So I think the hail threat is mainly like, inch to an inch and a half in diameter. And with the wind risk, I think with the wind risk, like I said, there could be 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts in the wind risk area. So, but anyway, taking the 15% hail risk areas today include Lubbock, Texas, Minot, North Dakota, Weatherford, Texas, Plainview, Texas, and Benbrook, Texas. And the 5% includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. So, in summary, scattered wind damage is possible with thunderstorms across the mid-Atlantic this afternoon and evening. Large hail and damaging wind gusts may occur with thunderstorms in North Dakota and west and northwest Texas. So, those are the updates I wanted to give. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is, actually, the midday update, the Storm Prediction Center there was initially a 5% hail risk in parts of the Mid-Atlantic. There was originally a 5% hail risk in parts of the Mid-Atlantic. They have since gotten rid of the 5% hail risk in the Mid-Atlantic. So, that was another change I forgot to address. But anyway, so continue to stay safe in the affected areas today. Continue to stay safe in the affected areas today, whether you're in the slight or the marginal, since you never know what those can pull off. Now I'll have my Day 2 severe weather outlook once it's updated. Take care. An update to the Day 1 severe weather outlook. Hello, everyone. Okay. Day 2 severe weather outlook once it's updated. Take care. Once it's updated. Take care. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So, yeah, sorry guys. I just had to do an updated video. That's the reason I hopped off for a moment, so yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. So right now, I am under risk for severe weather, and flash flooding. So, right, okay, yeah. So yeah, because there is some minor changes make the hail risk that I could not ignore. So I'm uploading my update right now. And as of right now, I'm still in a slight risk for severe weather. Looks like the chat isn't active right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna hop off soon. But you know, I wanted to have this stream because to get ahead of any severe weather. So yeah, and yeah. Alright, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be going under a severe thunderstorm watch later. I'm pretty sure I'm going under a severe thunderstorm watch later. So yeah. Yeah, it'll be the third day in a row where I have a severe thunderstorm watch. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, there could be some stronger storms later today. Alright, so local news is about to come on. You can hear the alerts, heat advisory till 8 o'clock tonight, flood watch from 2 p.m. today to 8 p.m. tomorrow, and a flood watch until midnight tonight. And it's right now 83 and mostly cloudy. So we'll see what happens with today. So we'll see what happens both today and tonight, but we are under a flood watch. And it says mostly cloudy today with a high of 88, so we'll see if we get there. It's mostly cloudy right now, but it says tonight, but the real action is gonna be tonight. With strong thunderstorms, and more thunderstorms tomorrow. So, but look at the temperatures. It's gonna be cooler tomorrow. It's gonna be cooler tomorrow and Tuesday. It's gonna be humid, but bearable, more bearable. You can see Thursday and Friday we go back up to it's gonna be close to 90 degrees both Thursday and Friday, but likely not to the level of what we just had. As far as actual as far as the temperatures last several days. I mean, the period Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday were just unbearable. It was brutal. Wednesday through Saturday was very brutal, with 4 days in a row reaching or exceeding 100 degrees, which is nuts. But look, as you can see, Colorado, there's some wildfires going on right now in Colorado. And they have air quality alerts affecting those areas due to wildfire smoke. I really hope those people in Colorado are able to make it out okay, because, and there can be some isolated dry thunderstorms in those areas that, dry thunderstorming, dry thunderstorms are thunderstorms that occur without precipitation. With the air being dry, the precipitation will evaporate before reaching the ground. So, yeah. But they're looking at Custer County, Colorado, with major fires going on in that area. I mean, this is a devastating situation in Colorado. In addition to the Mid-Atlantic and severe weather, you can see the northern part of the United States, around parts of Idaho through Montana, North Dakota, are all under a threat for severe weather today as well, which includes Minot, North Dakota. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see, there could be hail, today. Yeah, so we got some more wicked weather coming our way. So this is an active period that we're dealing with for severe weather. So yeah. So we do have to keep an eye on the weather today and tonight with Alright. Hey, Gloucester County, welcome back. So we're looking at a possible few inches of rain. I'm thinking general 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches of rain this afternoon through tonight and tomorrow. So yeah. And there's a threat for severe weather across the northern United States tomorrow too. But my area just has a general thunderstorm risk for tomorrow, with still some heavy showers and thunderstorms with heavy rainfall. You can see those storms in the northern U.S. for tomorrow, but they're going to be very isolated in nature, so, but still, there can still be, well, you look at the overnight, look like it's going to be, bigger tomorrow. You're saying Mr. Shake event? Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm done caching EAS stuff for good, but I'm still keeping my radios. I'm still keeping my radios for my personal gain, to use them for myself. And I might see if I can get rickrolled on my radios. But I will not record the rickrolls if I get rickrolled because I don't want to be at risk of copyright strikes. But look at DC. This is from yesterday. People trying to stay cool in DC yesterday. But you can see more. I mean, we're slowly but surely cooling down. We are slowly but surely cooling down with the temperatures. So, yeah, you can see the heat advisory scroll popping up. We're still under a heat advisory today. So yeah. But you see tomorrow, highs will be 10 to 15 degrees below average. And hitting on Tuesday, highs will be a few degrees below average. And even Wednesday, still below average temperature. So it'll be a relief. It'll be a heck of a relief. Heat wave is almost gone. Exactly. Yeah, it is. It is almost gone. But we're still under a heat advisory for today. We still have a heat advisory in place. So there are still heat advisories up and down the East Coast through tonight, through this evening. So it's slowly but surely coming down, but it's very humid outside. And this is my fourth heat wave of 2026. So yeah. You might not have noticed this, but all of your messages start with an H. Okay. Yeah, I kind of did, but it's fine. It's fine. This is Orange Beach, Alabama. Look at that. Look at those fireworks going on last night. I mean, after the storm, the worst is even, like, literally last night, after the worst of the storm exited my area, people are launching fireworks in my area, even though there was still some rain and some thunder and lightning in my area. Fireworks, yes. Yeah. So, yeah. People are launching fireworks, even when there's still thunder and lightning in the area, which is not necessarily safe and not recommended. But still. I mean, last night was... Friday night and Saturday night were really bad storms. Friday night and Saturday night were really the worst of the storms. So, their storms on Friday night the Friday night storms gave me a 56 mile per hour wind gust, and last night's storms gave me a 52 mile per hour wind gust. So it was nasty. The winds were really bad. So the winds were so bad last night and Friday night. You're bored to see it? Okay. What are you bored from? Like, what's wrong? I'm gonna hop off soon anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna hop off soon anyway, 'cause I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna stay on here for about 10 more minutes or so. I'm probably gonna stay on here for like 10 more minutes or so. So yeah. Once I hit the 1 hour mark on my stream, I'm gonna hop off. Once I hit the 1 hour mark on my stream. So yeah. Yeah, so last night the last couple of nights were pretty bad with the storm. So 2 wild nights in a row. Tonight can be my third wild night in a row with the weather. So just gotta keep prepared and be ready for strong storms. So we're gonna keep an eye to the sky. And yeah. But for right now, it's mostly cloudy for me. So, hold on. So yeah. Oh, come on, computer, what are you doing to me? We're not doing this. Come on. And so this is the preliminary outlook for tomorrow. You can see my area. You can see my area is in a general thunderstorm risk for tomorrow. You can see my area is in a general thunderstorm risk for tomorrow. So, and I do not expect an upgrade to a marginal, but you never know with the Storm Prediction Center. Sometimes they'll issue stuff. And, oh, shoot. Alright, so, so my area is in a moderate risk for flash flooding today, and tomorrow my area is in a slight risk for flash flooding, but still, we gotta keep an eye on it. Hurry up, computer. Alright, so... Alright, so... I don't know what else to really say here. So... Anyway, I pretty much covered everything. I pretty much covered everything, so... Anyway, I know I should be on here for the full hour, but... I'm gonna get some stuff started, so I'm actually gonna hop off right now. So, anyway, hope you all have enjoyed the stream. It's been fun chatting with y'all, and, I'm gonna hop off now, so hope everyone has enjoyed. It's been fun, and, you mentioned the severe weather possibility, so, anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video, or comments, or whatever. But, until then, take care.